All right. You know when you have those like quick little spills and you're not going to pull out the huge vacuum, you just need to get rid of it quick before you have to run off to work or leave the house. You don't want to come back to that spill. Black & Decker Cordless Rechargeable Multi-Service Floor Sweeper to the rescue. We've sold over 140,000 of these. Sold out last August. We recently got them back in stock and we've put them on a sale price of $15. So you're not tethered to a cord. It easily glides to pick up small and quick messes. And what you're seeing there is the three rotating heads, brush rolls on each side, and that's what's scooping up the debris. So it's not a vacuum where it's like sucking up the stuff, but it's rolling up the stuff. But you do charge it, and it helps you. You're not doing the work. The brush rolls are doing the work for you. Yeah. $16 is a charge on a credit card to get it home. Kylie Watts is here. She helps us clean up our houses and get just things easy around the house. Here are some color choices for you. Real quick, because I love that we do this at QVC. This is the eggplant. Here we have the charcoal. This is the blue. And coral is new. Actually, coral and eggplant, I think, are new and if not exclusive. So this is something you want to keep out. So get a fun color. Coral, blue, charcoal, or eggplant. All right, let's see it in action.
Maybe take out your big upright vacuum to do that whole home cleaning once or twice a week. This sweeper is literally something you're going to grab for once or twice a day, and think of it as like an automated brush and broom and dustpan combo where you don't have to do the work for it. So when you actually look at this underneath, you're going to notice there's 3 brush rolls that Terry spoke of, but these are motorized. So there's a pedal that's actually going to help propel that mess inside of there. So it uses friction instead of suction, and your sliders and gliders on the end are going to allow you to easily transition from hardwood floors and take this to places where you couldn't go with your regular vacuum because frankly it would be too powerful.
Too big, too, too powerful too.
And suck up all those mats. So this
How
is
much
that
does this
perfect
weigh?
thing. It's like less than 2 pounds.
Okay, it wasn't on the card, but I was like, this has to be like less than 3 pounds.
Less than 2 pounds, and it runs for 50 minutes, 50, on the one charge, which is amazing. So you charge it up, kind of just keep it ready to go. You can see I don't have to bend over. And what's so unique about this is, of course, we're going to have that cleaning forward motion, right? But because we've got those side brushes, now we can go side to side. We've got great swivel rotation in here too. So whether we have to clean this side, that side, forwards, up and down, you can do all of that with this sweeper. And because it's so lightweight, you'll just grab it for all those messes that maybe you don't want to put in your big upright vacuum. But super quick and easy. We're on the hardwood floors. I can transition right over to carpet because of those sliders and gliders. So that brush roll forward motion is going to pull all that mess in. So I'll pull back. You can see it's almost like it's vacuuming the carpet, but it's using friction, which is so amazing.
It's almost like those sweepers of like, I remember in the 80s, you know, that they weren't motorized.
They weren't motorized.
And so they weren't able to pick up everything that these pick up. But they're so lightweight. It's literally like, oops, there we go, just grab it. I don't know how many times a day that happens to me. I'm a little clumsy. But it's like, and it's big things. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna get the huge vacuum out. Sometimes I'll just leave it there. I leave the house. But this, it's just right there. You grab it, doon, doon, and let it go.
And this is how easy it is to empty too. So there's little buttons right there. You open them up, that'll open that trap door. Then you literally just put it on the ground, close it up, and you're ready to start cleaning some more, which is amazing. But you're going to see in this animation too why this is so incredibly useful and popular. And it's because of that 3-roll system. So those old sweepers that you talked about, I used to use them in the restaurant business when I was a teenager working, but they weren't motorized. The difference here with this is now you've got all these RPMs doing that work for you. So instead of having to go back over it with the sweeper multiple times, you're going to have that front brush roll. You're also going to have those 2 side brush rolls, which means that's going to clean basically edge to edge and 360 degrees.
And you can really get underneath things too because it's so thin.
Yeah, you can. Remember, you don't have to bend over. So here we are on the carpet. I'm going to just move up here and transition over now back to the tile, which is amazing. So we can go side to side, forward and back. So here's our little fish crackers. So even those bigger particulates, you can see it does a great job of picking all of these up, and it's cleaning on that forward motion. So unlike a vacuum where it's suctioning on the back too, when you go forward or frankly side to side, it does all that cleaning for you. So it's one of those helpful tools, and I think that's why people have loved this, because you know, Terry, this has been here for literally years.
Years. And usually I'll see it like once a month. And I realized today, I'm like, I haven't seen that in a really long time.
Yeah.
And then I watched the last presentation with you and Steve Doss, and he was like, oh, this has been sold out since August.
Yeah, that's how long it took us to get back in. And again, because people love this. It's one of those things that you just grab and go. Kids can use it too, which is amazing. It has a nice little hook here too, which can hang as well. And you're going to see all of the features in this video that we have right here. So it's a toe touch on off. So that makes it super easy for you to use. You've got that great kind of portability with it to swivel around and underneath furniture, which is great. So it goes places like traditional vacuums, or maybe you can't get with that broom and dustpan too, which is great. So the design is awesome. And it truly is multi-surface. They incorporated those sliders and gliders so that you can transition from those thinner area rugs that maybe the vacuum pulls up because it's too powerful onto hardwood floors. Again, there's that 3 rotating brush bar system that we've been talking about, which makes this so unique because you can clean front to back and you can also clean side to side. So no matter where the mess is, but even underneath things like the cabinets in the kitchen, maybe you want to tidy up every day. You've got a 12-ounce dustbin, so it holds a lot, and this is rechargeable. When you charge it up, it will run for 50 minutes.
50. I'm glad you thought.
50.
Because usually you would think 15. No, 50 minutes. So it's not like you have to leave it plugged in all the time. If you want to, you can, probably.
You absolutely can, but to me, you're probably just using this a couple minutes a day. So you could charge it up, throw it in the pantry.
If even that, a couple seconds.
Yeah, exactly. So here's our candies that we've got right here. So those are those bigger kind of chocolate candies that we have. They jump right in. So the kids make a mess, you've got it covered. Then when we go over to the side, again, side to side cleaning. So the bigger kind of beans that we have right there, all are being propelled in there by that sweeper. If we miss one, I can go back side to side. Same thing with those big fishy crackers. So fishy crackers go in, cleaning on the side, also cleaning on the front. You can see how maneuverable this is.
And you know what else I notice? And especially you'll see it as you dump it out.
Yeah.
It's not crunching up those crackers. They're still whole.
It's not making a bigger mess.
Right.
That's the big thing. And what we found too is that people love to have this on hand because maybe it's, you know, your kitty litter sweeper, the things you don't want to put in the big upright vacuum. Here, now I'm not saying you are going to dump paper clips everywhere, but maybe it's something that spills like craft beads or your crafting room and you want to be able to save them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like the little toy, Legos, I don't know what else to call it. Building blocks.
Building blocks.
That's something that you want to keep. Beads.
Right. Craft beads.
So smart. And then you don't have to like sift through all the dirt and dust from your vacuum to get them back.
One back here too.
You'll be able to have it right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, this sold out, like we said, it's been since August. Yeah. We didn't put it back at the QVC price, which is a really good price at $63. We put it on sale. We're saving you $15 today. The sale price will not last forever. We do have the color choices for you as well, and it's only $16 as a charge on a credit card. So maybe you're looking at this and you're like, with 200 ordered, I think a lot of you are like, you know what? That's really smart. I don't want to bring out the big upright vacuum. I don't have the strength to do that anymore. It weighs less than 2 pounds and it does all the work for you. And it's the one that you reach for most often. So we have 2 new colors. We have the eggplant. This is called charcoal. Here we have blue. And then we have another new color called coral. It's a $16 charge on a credit card. You can return it within 30 days if you don't love it, but I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna use it more than you thought you would.
Yeah, I mean, and there's a reason why it's been here for years and why people absolutely adore this.
140,000 ordered.
So even things like fine particulates like the pet hair, you can see it does a great job of picking up that pet hair, even in that kind of textured carpet that we have. So this is kind of that Berber carpet, so I can go back and forth on this. And again, all you have to do is step on it. You're not bending over, you're not chasing that line of dirt with the dustpan.
Right.
And you've got all those that great brush roll system that you have inside of here, because this is what really makes it unique. That edge-to-edge cleaning, the sliders and gliders that allow it to go back and forth. And when we turn this on, we can't generate that kind of RPM with our own hands, right? If we were trying to sweep with a broom and pick it up with a dustpan, we couldn't possibly sweep that fast. And that's what's so nice about this. And if you think about it, Black & Decker, great American company, been around for well over 100 years. They literally were the first ones to make that cordless rechargeable drill. So if you think about the technology it takes to kind of do that back in the day, they've harnessed all of that lithium-ion battery inside of here, and they've literally made tools that have reached the moon. Like, that's what this company is.
Really?
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. And you're going to see in this animation, Terry, again, why this is so popular and why it works so well, because 3 brush rolls on here, which is great. So you're not only cleaning on that forward motion, you can also clean side to side, but with the power of that lithium-ion rechargeable battery behind it.
And again, we've talked about this being Not a replacement, obviously, for your huge upright. It's
Right.
not going to do that deep cleaning that you do once or twice a week.
Right.
But it's those everyday spills, the kitty litter, the popcorn.
Yeah.
You're making lentils and you spill some.
Right.
Instead of getting out the dustpan and the broom.
And again, we go forward, but we can go side to side. And you've got that great swivel, so you can see kind of how it goes around that bowl. Super easy. I can move it around. One little piece I missed there. And you can see, again, this is a mat that your regular vacuum would pull it up because it uses suction. This doesn't use suction. This is actually using friction between the floor and the mat itself because of that sweeper. So I love what you said. It's kind of like those ones old school that we would see back in the day that you had to self-propel, but now you can do this very easily because it has that motorized system. So black mat, all of those messes are gone.
Yep.
And again, we can transition up
Another
to
thin
another
mat.
thin mat. This is something that if you have that kind of entryway where people are constantly walking, it makes it a little bit more difficult. I'm just going back for the ones I missed because I'm looking at the screen and not paying attention to what I'm doing here, but we're cleaning forward and we're not making a mess. And that's why people love this so much, because it does a great job of cleaning, super quick, super easy, and only weighs 2 pounds.
And underneath, like here, something like this, a vacuum wouldn't even fit under it anyway.
Right.
So to be able to get underneath something like that is so
And remember,
nice.
we could go all the way to the side right there or clean on that front motion. So it is a great tool that's just going to be helpful for you to use multiple times a day.
300 orders have been placed. It's been sold out since last August. It comes home to you for a $16 charge on a credit card in the eggplant, charcoal, blue, or that brand new coral. V37678 is your item number. Kylie, thank you so much.
Thank you, Carrie. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. Oh, we have a look at our today's special value coming up soon, and over 18,000 orders have been